flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Griffin now off the bootleg. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Chubb on the counter, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Breece Hall.
32 yards.
And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward. Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Griffin sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
To throw is RG3. Being chased out left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them
can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball again on second down.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Young to throw on 4th. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 27 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go play action with Griffin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws or, as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Griffin on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Flush to his right.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Derwin James with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6.
for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 20.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 3.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go to Barkley again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
We're scoreless after one. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Riverhogs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 29, Young. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Eight yards to go on second down. Here's Hall again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Young on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 9, second and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Patrick Ricard as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Fourth down, Young. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now they return to the ground. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Allen going to throw. That's caught by the Hall of Famer, Casper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 27, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One final try here for Allen. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To the left side and caught by Hester. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. That's caught out left side by Casper. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing is Allen. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball. That's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Even after the penalty, trailing in the fourth, they've still got to go. It's fourth and goal. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Smith steps away to his left. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Deion Sanders disrupting things on the defensive side.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hall again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Wilson will throw again. Got a man, and it's Baldwin again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Wilson. Throw out wide to Walker. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Lynch. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, Smith. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Young. Now he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. And the Seahawks have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off.